everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing well. I am currently in my kitchen space, and as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to do an apartment tour. First of all, let me introduce myself and then do the apartment tour. If you are coming across this video, my name is Ange and I started my YouTube channel very recently. I did a first introduction video and I did 2 other videos around luxury bags because I really like fashion. But this channel is also about my experience here in Dublin, and as you can tell by the title, I'm going to do a quick apartment tour just to give you an idea of what an apartment looks like when it comes to renting here. Just a quick disclaimer before I continue further with the video, especially for those who don't live here in Dublin or in Ireland in general. Obviously, there is a big housing crisis, so the state is pretty bad at the moment when it comes to renting and even owning a place. So I'm conscious that I was very lucky with my apartment, and the video that I'm making is just to share my own experience. So hopefully you will find this video entertaining, and it's not meant to trigger anybody who is currently struggling with this current situation. When you look at the listings, the price for a 1-bed apartment in Dublin, if you want to be in the city centre, it has to be at, I'd say, 2k. In the city centre, I would say probably 1,500 or 2k and more. And for studio apartment, it would be 1,000 euros or so, I guess, based on what I recently looked in the website. What's crazy here as well is that there is only one website to find your place. Whether you want to rent or you want to buy a house or an apartment, there's only one website, which is staff.ie, and I found it really crazy because I come from Paris and there's so many options, and here unfortunately there is a huge housing crisis, so even people, Irish people, are struggling to find a place to live. So people tend to stay longer at their parent place before they focus on, owning a place rather than renting. And students coming here are really struggling, and they can be sharing with different people the same room with different people. I'm glad that when I moved here back in 2015, I had my own room, but I was house sharing with different people, and it has been such a journey before having my own space. So obviously today I'm no longer a teen, like I'm no longer a young adult as well. I'm still young, but today obviously I'm no longer in my 20s, so I really needed the space, and I made the move because I wanted to have something for myself. I am somebody who really likes my own company as well. I don't like people who are too much in my face, so I was really looking for my own space, and gladly I found it during 2021. We were in between lockdowns, and I was just browsing online, and I found this apartment, which was coincidentally 15 minutes away from where I used to rent as well. So I said, okay, I need to visit that place. So at the time, I did not even ring the landlord. I sent the landlord a text, and he told me that I could see the apartment the same day, and lucky enough I was 15 minutes away. So I walked there, and when I came here and visited the place, I really liked the look of the apartment. It was really similar to the pictures, and I was trying to find where is the catch, but yeah, I was really shocked, and I felt that I had to take this opportunity, otherwise I would not see another similar apartment really soon. So I said yes on the spot, and I was a bit uncomfortable because I tend to plan things quite ahead, and this was the first time that I said yes to something without even thinking of what would be the next step for me. I was even worried about if I could afford it because my salary back then was lower than my salary today, but everything ended up really well. I have like upcoming expenses, like I need to have braces, and I need to have an implant. And at the time when I met with the dentist, the dentist told me the total investment in this kind of, in these procedures, and it was like over 5k. And I was like, okay, how am I going to even pay this? But in the meantime, with the pandemic, we weren't really buying any stuff during lockdown. Well, it wasn't my case. I wasn't really shopping online. I stopped buying clothes, and that allowed me to have some savings. So then I was, okay, I can now move to a place because I know that the expenses, my medical expenses, will be covered with my savings. So I picked the apartment, and now I have the apartment. It's been 2 years now.
still happy. As you will see the clips of my apartment tour, you will notice that there's not many furniture in it, but I will tell you just why just after I do the tour.
Okay, so I will start the tour with my entrance. So this is my door. Nothing really special about that door. It just locked by itself, which is very handy for security. Then when you turn around, you see my living room. Okay, so as you can see, it is a small living room. You might think like, what is that? Because it doesn't look quite aesthetic, but actually it's really nice when you look it from the other side. So here I have my mirror, I have two seaters, and there is a room for the bathroom over there. Okay, so now let's open the door and you will see a glimpse of my bathroom. This apartment is very simple. There's nothing really fancy or sophisticated, and I kind of like that because I just came in and I just dropped my luggage. I didn't have to furnish anything. Everything was there. So here's the bathroom, as you can see. Really simple. I like the tiles everywhere because if I spill things then I can just easily wash. This is my sink. Here are my kind of products, face wash and stuff to make sure that the bathroom smells nice, and as well some other facial kind of soap and stuff like that. My bathroom is an electric shower. I think this is it's actually handy because I don't need to have a meter or anything to have warm water. I just pull this how do you call it, a cord, and that's kind of bring me hot water in the shower. In this space I have those things to regulate my heating in the winter, and here I have like storage where I basically just put my shoes. It's a bit messy, but I just put my shoes there, so it's not in the entrance. And on the other side I also have another storage, but I'm not gonna open it because nobody really needs to see that. Okay, so this is another view of my living room from the bathroom. Again, doesn't look quite good, but it's really simple. It's a really simple living room. Here I have my coffee table. Everything seems to be from IKEA. I think my landlord did decorate everything from IKEA. These are some candles from Dunn Store and my diffuser from Rituals. In this corner I have my workspace, and this is where I work from home. The desk is really nice, really simple. On my desk I have also minimalist items. Everything is minimalist in this apartment. On my desk I have my work laptop. I also have like a book, my water bottle, and I also have a screen. Here's a little lamp for nighttime. Yeah, so that's it really for this corner. Really simple. Everything is minimalist in this apartment anyways. But this is what I like because it's really open and it's already a small space, so I don't want things to be too clunky. In this door, this is the door to my bedroom. Before going to the bedroom, I'm going to do a U-turn. This is my breakfast table. I actually never eat here. I always eat in front of the TV, which is quite bad. But I store some small items. This is actually holy water that was given by my neighbor. Really nice and protected. This is hand sanitizer. I just kept the habit with the pandemic, so I have it here. I also have my keys. I think I need to just buy small thing to organize stuff like that on tables. This is the kitchen, and I think it's the nicest part of my apartment. It does stand out compared to the rest. I have everything that I need. Here I have my washing machine, I have my fridge, and I have a oven. The only thing I don't have is a dishwasher, and I actually don't have a microwave, but I can live without one. So the color beige white is actually very nice because it opens the space. This apartment is very small, so I think it's nice to have this bright color for my kitchen area. I don't leave stuff in any work surface. This is just small items where I have my tea, but really everything is stored in my kitchen cabinet. I'm not gonna open this cabinet because it's only food in there. But yeah, so everything is stored. And actually, when I moved in, I really liked the fact that I had a lot of plates and stuff like that available, a lot of cluttery. So in that first cabinet, I should have, well, I know what I have. I have cups and plates and other stuff. I also have here some glasses, loads of glasses. Actually, I don't drink that much, so I'd never use the wine glasses. And this is just my kettle, the sink, and I like this view here. I'm in this corner because it has the plant, which is actually a fake plant, but it looks really nice. And here is my electric hob, and again my oven and my fridge just beside. So again, this is a minimalist apartment and a minimalist kitchen, but everything I need is there. Now we're moving to my bedroom. Don't expect something fancy. Like the rest of the apartment, my bedroom is very simple. I'm not really into furnishing things. I have two sets of wardrobe, and as you can see here, I have like a dressing table, um, still shopping bags on the floor. This is my bed, really simple. This is a black bed. What else can I say? Here's my window. There's like good daylight. I think it's bright here. This is my dirty clothes bag and my tripod, which is actually broken. I need to replace my tripod. I also have my iron on the floor. Oh yeah, I wanted to say that I don't like those blinds. They came in with the apartment and it actually lets pass some light, so I wake up quite early. I don't need an alarm clock actually. From this side again, you can see all of my products. Here is my Bibles and books, because it's important for me, so I keep it close. And the book that I'm currently reading, so this is my Bible, okay, this is the French one, this is the English one. The book that I'm currently reading is Success Habits from Napoleon Hill, and actually I struggle to finish books these days. This is the side of my kitchen from my bedroom. One thing that I want to say as well is my apartment is really a cocoon. When I just put myself in the bed, I can see the TV from there. So if I'm very tired, it doesn't happen a lot, I can watch TV from my bed. Here I'm back to the kitchen, and this is the view from the living room. This is actually the nice view that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So you can see this is a simple apartment, simple living room, but the view from here is actually nice.
So I hope you enjoy the small apartment tour. And as I mentioned when I was doing the apartment tour, I have minimal furniture in there. And the reason is that initially I wanted to, make it homely and very nice. And as you can see, it's very minimalist, but I do like having, it's such a small apartment as well. So I think that if I bring too much furniture in it, it will just appear to me a bit too small and too condensed. But at the same time, I also think that it's a mindset thing. I don't want to settle too much in there because I'm renting at the moment, and the goal for me would be to own a place. So I think that in the next 2 or 3 years, I need to seriously look at my different options, and I just don't want to start, putting many furniture in there and then thinking that I have settled here and this is my final place. So in my mind, the fact that I don't have many furniture kind of forced me to say, okay, this is just a transition, Ange, you are going to move to the next level quite soon in the next few years, so be prepared. And I just want to focus on getting there in terms of having a deposit for a first apartment. And I don't know, to be honest, if it's going to be in Dublin or if I'm going to buy in France. I don't know myself, but all I need to know for now is that not to think that I'm going to settle in this apartment. I really hope my landlord is not watching this video, but this is the reality of life. We move on, things evolve, and to be honest, I do think that I will be able to afford my own place maybe in the next few years. At the moment, I'm already saving for a deposit. So this is also why I don't want to put many furniture, and also because the rents, it's good to rent, and the decision behind renting is that I wanted to have my own privacy. Now I'm 31 years old, turning 32. I don't see myself like sharing with other people my whole life. So I was really looking for this time of having my own space. And I think I just picked the option of peace over than worries around financial struggle. The other stuff that I'm gonna say as well about this apartment, and the rent is very cheap, to be honest, for the area that I'm currently living in. I'm not living in the city center, but I have a lot of amenities. I'm not really far from the city center. I have a train station really at 5 minutes from where I live. I have 2 supermarkets, I have like coffees and stuff like that, so I'm not in a bad environment, and this environment is considered to be, how can I say that? It is not an affordable area that I'm in. I'm very lucky, and I know I'm really grateful. And the story that I just tell you about how I found the apartment, I think this was like meant to be. So I want to make sure that I enjoy this place before moving to the next phase, which would be owning my own place. Yeah, so that's it really. I'm happy to share some tips as well on how to find a place. I used to share with other people since I arrived until 2021. So there's only one website, so it's very complicated. A lot of people are looking at the same listings, but what I would advise you is never give up as well. Don't be I think you need to stay optimistic in this whole situation, because it could be quite depressing, and you could be discouraged very quickly. But always, make the effort of finding your place, going into the website. I located for my research when I was looking back then at my first place that I was sharing with other people. I was just waking up every morning, then I was like watching the website again at lunchtime, then at 5 p.m., then at like evening time. And I had like a automatic message that I was sending by email or via text. And I can do a video in more detail about how I found my first place, and how I basically how I found an accommodation here in Dublin, because this in itself is a story. Like, I had to recruit people, like it was just madness. But today I'm very delighted to be able to afford an apartment on my own, and to have found that really rare I suppose rent as well. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment if you think that this rent is expensive for Dublin, or if it is actually cheap. If you're not from Dublin or you're not from Ireland, let me know what you think about the situation. Do you intend to move here? And if you do so, let me know what are your current questions, or how can I maybe help you if you want insight from somebody who has been living here for many years now. So until I see you, stay blessed, and thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.